Today I'm grooming a Yorkie Shih Tzu mix. Her name is Bella, and I'm starting her grooming with the bath. I use a storage bucket just to lift her up, with holes drilled in it for drainage. After grooming over 30 years, my back is shot and I really don't want to bend over if I don't have to. All the dogs I groom get shampoo and conditioner. I use a human head lice comb to loosen up her eye boogers. You can use a flea comb too if you want, but I just like this one. I'm loosening up her eye boogers just while she's in the bathtub, and then I'll come back after she's dry when I'm doing her haircut and shave them out. And right now I'm putting her conditioner on. Okay, so what I do is I just blow dry her for a few minutes while she's in the tub, and then I'll clean up my mess, clean out the tub and the floor, and then I'll get her back out and finish blow drying her on the grooming table. So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap her up in a towel for a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put her loop on so she doesn't jump off the table. Her father likes her short. She's getting a number 7 blade all over. That's about a 1/4 inch left. I can tell that they've cut the body already because the body is pretty short, but she has matted underarms. And that's normally a difficult spot for the owners to groom on their own. And it's all matted under the arms, so I can tell that they've cut the body but not the underarms, which is okay. But they are all matted, so I'm going to shave under the arms with a 10 blade. I'm also using a number 10 blade to shave her potty area, shave out her belly, so it stays clean under here when she goes to the bathroom. Because if you can imagine, when she pees, it sticks to her hair. Here's the mats that were under her arms. I'm shaving out under her tail with the 10 blade. That's very short. She has a lot of poo-poo stuck in her hair back here, so this will help keep it clean. Her female area is pretty crusty and dirty back here. I'm using a 30 blade very lightly to shave this out. Her pee is hard and dried on and stuck on here, and a 10 blade just isn't sharp enough to get it off safely. I'm shaving the pads of her feet out with a 30 blade. It's very short, and if you can imagine, if her feet are too hairy, things get stuck up in there like tree sap. Not to be gross, but they even step in their own poo-poo out in the yard, and that can get stuck up in their feet too, between their toes. Shave out the pads of the feet, and it really helps to keep them clean. This little girl does not want to stand up, so I'm going to give her a little bit of help. I just use this handy dandy bowl here. It's not really that it holds her up, it just is uncomfortable for her to sit, and usually when they feel it on their belly, they don't try to sit down. I'm going to use my scissors to trim up her feet and trim up between her toes, make them nice and short. And she's also getting her nails trimmed too. I'm brushing her tail out with my slicker brush. She's got a couple little tangles in here, so I'm going to use my thinning shears just to thin out her hair. That way it doesn't hurt so bad when I brush her. It'll brush out a whole lot easier without any tangles or mats in it. Okay, so before I trim up her tail, I'm going to go ahead and make sure she doesn't try to sit down on me while I'm trimming. So I'm putting the bowl back under her belly. See how thin the hair is on her tail? I had to remove all the little tangles and mats in here before I trimmed it up. It'll still look good though. I'm not sure what happened, but she started getting a little bit nippy when I started messing with her feet. You see how she's really low to the ground and pulling her foot away and tucking it in? She doesn't want her foot touched. So just while I'm trimming up her toes, I'm going to have her wear the muzzle, just in case she tries to bite me. I mean, you never know. She's getting older. And actually, her owners have been cutting her hair at home. And sometimes people actually cut the dog's skin by accident. And then they take it out on me when they get here. I mean, you never know. It's just a thought. It may look like I'm being rough, but honestly, she's tucking in her leg so hard, I have to pull really hard to get her foot out. Sometimes grooming does not look nice, but she has to get her nails cut. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off. We're done. So I'm using the 7 blade on her head too, so she's going to have the same length on her head, down the sides of her face, under her chin. I'm using the 7 blade everywhere except for her beard and her tail, well, and her ears too. You know what I thought about later though? Normally I shave her ears, and this time I left them. I probably shouldn't have, but he didn't say anything. But after I looked at her file after she left, I was like, oops, because normally I shave her ears. But I guess if he was really that worried about it, he would have told me when he dropped her off. I'm pulling her skin tight while I shave under her arms. It's safer so the blades don't catch any folds of skin. I'm shaving the inside of her ears, getting all this hair out so I can see what I'm doing when I clean them. I'm brushing out her ears with my slicker brush and just trimming up the bottoms with my curved scissors. I'm trimming up her eyebrows with my slightly curved scissors so she can see again. I'm fluffing up the corners of her eyes with my fingers. And I'm coming in with my 30 blade and lightly shaving out the corners of her eyes, very carefully without scraping her skin. I'm trimming up her beard and checking for mats. She has a couple little mats in here. Feeling around, trying to find. You can always find mats in beards. There's one, there's another one, and there's another one. And I'm trimming up underneath her eyes. I'm using my curved chunkers to blend in her mouth and make it look more natural. We're almost done. I'm going to go over her one more time. Make sure there's no hairs out of place. I'm just going to double check everything. She's ready to go. I'm just going to spray a little conditioner on her and wipe her off with the fragrance-free baby wipe. I'm going to go over her one more time. Make sure her back is even. I'm going to get a little bit of water and wipe her eyes out. Make sure her eyes are nice and clean. And here comes the best part of the grooming. She's getting a street corn, burrito, taco, tie-on dog bandana. I make the bandanas for all the dogs that are groomed here, and it has a little red diamond in the middle. She's so cute and she doesn't even know she's wearing it. If you made it to the end of the video, can you just put dogs in the comment section and let me know you made it this far? I'd appreciate it. Alright, there she is. A nice thin tail that shouldn't get matted this time. And a cute little round face. Thanks for watching.